Hey, welcome back. In this video, we're going to continue to be working on some basic Java math calculations using the double data type. Using the double data type is a little bit different than using the int data type because with doubles we get decimal point accuracy. You may remember from the previous video where when we did int division, we lost the remainder. Well, with doubles, we get all of those decimal digits. Now, ints can hold up to 4 bytes, which is a ludicrous number of negative 2,147,483,648 up to the positive side of that same number. And to put this into comparison, if ints can hold 4 bytes, doubles can actually hold up to 8 bytes, which is a number sufficient for storing up to 15 decimal digits. Now, we're also going to continue to use the scanner class for allowing input from the terminal, and we'll concatenate those values together with the doubles and the strings and put it together in one human readable sentence. Go ahead and open up your IntelliJ Community Edition IDE so that we can get started. Okay, with IntelliJ open, let's go ahead and create a new project, and we'll call this project MinutesConversion. We'll have Java selected. For our build system, we're going to use the IntelliJ build system, and right now I'm using Corretto JDK 20. You should be using 20 or 21 or 22. Next, we'll click Create. Now, if your system is like mine, it went ahead and automatically created a main.java class. We're going to go ahead and just delete that. And we'll start again by right-clicking on Source, New, Java Class. We'll call our Java the same as our project, MinutesConversion. We'll hit Enter after the curly bracket. We'll type PSVM and then Tab to let IntelliJ autocomplete the rest of the public static void main method for us. Next, we're going to create 3 different variables. The first one is going to be an int, and this is going to hold the number of minutes that we'll later assign to this. We'll also create a variable for hours, and we'll make that a double. We'll create a variable for days. Also make that a double. And then next we're going to create some constants. So we'll type final double mins in hour. And we're going to assign this a value of 60 because we understand there are 60 minutes in an hour. Next we'll create another constant of type double, and we'll call this hours in day, and we'll assign that the number 24. The reason we create our constants this way is that final ensures that the variable mins in hour cannot change. And the best practice for creating these variables is to use the uppercase with underscores. Once we've created those constants, let's go ahead and create another scanner variable. And you can see IntelliJ is automatically letting me know it recognizes this. And I'm going to hit Enter and allow IntelliJ to create the import statement for me. You can see it's created up there. I'm going to call this variable input because this is where I'm going to be typing. And I'm going to say it equals new scanner. The scanner constructor itself will accept a system.in. It'll accept an input stream and some other variable types. Go ahead and set that as is, hit Enter, and then we'll do SOUT, hit Tab. I'm going to take out the ln on print because I only want this to be on one line. And I'm going to type in the following command. Enter minutes with two greater than symbols. Now this is going to print out on one line, and then of course at the end of that line I'm going to input my statement. I created earlier an int for minutes, so now I'm going to pull that variable up. I'm going to left assign to it the value of my input variable of type scanner, and I'm going to use a next int. So what this is going to do is when I run the program, I'm going to type in a number. It's going to take that number and assign it to the minutes. Next, I need to take my minutes and I need to divide it by the minutes in an hour. And we're going to assign that to our variable hours. So I'll say minutes is divided by mins an hour, which we note is as 60. And finally, we have days. I'm going to say days equals the value of hours divided by the hours in a day. And we'll hit enter. Now, the last and final thing we need to do here for this system out print line, what we're going to do here is now populate the system out print line with the values of our calculation. And we'll do this by concatenating all the values together. So we'll start with our minutes. We'll use the plus symbol. Now we're going to type a string literal, and we'll say minutes is plus hours plus another string literal, hours, or plus days, followed up with a final string literal, days. All right, we've set all of our variables in place. We've got our mathematical calculations set to occur here. We're going to accept the input from our scanner class. So all it's left to do is to run the program. So we'll click the green triangle and we'll click Run MinutesConversion. And for starting out, I'm going to type 87 and hit enter. And we can see that 87 minutes is 1.45 hours or 0.06 and some decimal point of days. Let's run it again, but this time change it to a much larger number of minutes. Let's choose 210,005 minutes. And we can see that that gives us 3,500 hours or 145 days. And you can see the decimal points that are listed there.